Hello and welcome everybody. This is the installation lecture. In this lecture, we're going to install everything we need to be able to talk with ChatGPT. So first thing you need to do is open up a terminal and we're going to say sudo apt update. And you're probably going to have to go into your root account to do that. And you can get into your root account by doing su root and then typing your root password. And then by issuing an apt update, we can see that it will then update the repositories. So once again, if you do sudo apt update and it complains your user account is not in the sudoers file, just enter the root account by doing su root and entering the root password. And then run the apt update command once again. Great, so next we're going to install PHP. So go sudo apt-y install software properties common. Okay, so it looks like this. Press enter. And then we're going to add the PHP repository. And we will be installing PHP 8.2. If you have a later version of PHP, that shouldn't be a problem. Once we've installed all those repositories, we're going to run apt update again. And now for the initialization of PHP 8.2, we're going to say sudo apt install PHP 8.2, PHP 8.2-cli, PHP 8.2-common, and PHP 8.2-mbstring, and PHP 8.2-mysql. And we're going to press Y to confirm that we want all of those. So once you've installed all of that, let's do php-v and we should see PHP 8.2. Okay, your patch version might be different than mine. That's absolutely fine. As long as it's PHP 8 something, you shouldn't have any problems following the course. Even if it's PHP 9, if there's a 9 in the future, it's not a massive problem. But try to use PHP 8 if you can, just in case anything got deprecated in the future. So with that completed, we're going to now install Composer, which is a package manager for PHP. And many of you have probably already done these steps. If you have, just skip ahead a little bit. It's important we do all of this for people who have never installed Composer or PHP and, you know, they're just starting out with Ubuntu, because a lot of people do work on Windows, right? So they might be unfamiliar with Ubuntu. So search on Google for Composer, get Composer, and you'll see getcomposer.org here. We're going to install it. So in the download page, you'll see the instructions to follow. So firstly, take yourself out of root for the time being. So just drop out of root. And we're going to say phpr copy. We're going to copy the Composer setup file. And we're going to copy the second line. We're going to paste that. Okay, that verifies the installer. We're going to run the installer. There you go. And then we're going to unlink the Composer setup file. Might want to paste that one again because it didn't go so well. There you go. So now we're left with this Composer PHP on our desktop, or whichever directory you put it in. Now we need to go back into root. And we're going to move the Composer PHP file to user local bin composer. Okay, great. So we've moved that now to the bin directory. So you can drop back out of root again. And now we should be able to run composer-v. And yeah, we can see the composer is installed correctly. So that's perfect. And we can get the version by doing composer-version. So we see I got version 2.6.6. You might have a future version. Again, it shouldn't be much of a problem. Okay, so now that we have Composer and PHP installed, we're ready to continue the course. In the next few lectures, we're going to be testing ChatGPT, and then eventually we'll install Laravel and begin making some application projects where we will integrate ChatGPT into our web applications. So thanks for watching the installation lecture. In this lecture, you installed PHP and Composer.